The prisoner secretly hooked the bolt outside the door with an iron hook, gently pulling to open the window on the cell door. But just as he reached out to open the steel door, a wounded cop suddenly burst in. In a panic, the officer locked the only exit behind him, then grabbed first aid supplies from the emergency kit, gritting through the pain as he poured alcohol on his gunshot thigh wound. The prisoners in the cell looked on in confusion, but seeing their escort officer badly injured, a bold idea suddenly flashed through their minds. Nick watched the cop's every move through the door crack, waiting for the right moment to escape. But then the sound of a chainsaw buzzed outside the prison transport van. As the cop checked the cab's surveillance monitor, Nick shoved open the cell door, ramming the officer into a side compartment. The cop reacted quickly, grabbing the cell door before he could be locked inside. Desperate to avoid being trapped, the officer pressed his hands against Nick's eyes. Enraged, Nick yanked open the door, ready to teach this cop a lesson. After just a few rounds, Nick sent the injured officer flying down the corridor. In desperation, the cop pulled his gun and demanded to know if Nick was working with whoever was outside. Nick frantically insisted he had no idea what was happening. Just then, the old man in the cell caught a strange smell. Without warning, fire erupted across the floor. The liquid seeping in was gasoline. The old man screamed for help in sheer terror. Making matters worse, other cells burst into flames too. The compartment descended into complete chaos. The cop had no choice but to holster his gun and scramble for a fire extinguisher, desperately trying to save the old man. Nick seized the chance to free the other prisoners, but he was too late. The old man was consumed by the merciless flames. When the cop came to his senses, Nick had already released all the other prisoners. Now completely outnumbered, the tension between them reached a breaking point. The atmosphere was suffocating. The cop could only grip his pistol with both hands, backing away nervously. At this unbearable moment, the cop's radio crackled to life. The hijackers outside threatened that if the door wasn't opened, everyone inside would die. Then they revealed a shocking secret. The cop's gun had no bullets. The prisoners instantly became even more brazen.